Simon of Cyrene was founded in 1982 as a project of the Pastoral Council of Our Lady of the Gate Parish of Daraga, in coordination with the Lingup Punkabaton Incorporated and Kindernothilfe, Germany, for the rehabilitation of children with orthopedic impairment. Since then, Simon has become the torch-bearer of advocacy for disability in the Bicol Region. Veering off from the traditional charitable approach, Simon anchored its programs on empowerment, advocacy and community engagement. It introduced trailblazing disability-inclusive programs and services that soon became the norm. In 1987, Simon pioneered the Community-Based Rehabilitation Program (CBR) in the province of Albay, with CBM as funding partner. It worked alongside local government units, disabled people's organizations and other stakeholders for the rehabilitation, equalization of opportunities, poverty reduction and social inclusion of persons with disabilities. Services include capacity building, community awareness and education, disability prevention campaign, health and nutrition, inclusive education, livelihood and employment, rehabilitation and youth empowerment. 3 decades later, the CBR program has shifted into a strategy for community-based inclusive development (CBID) and been institutionalized in 18 cities and municipalities in Albay, 11 in Camarines Sur, and 5 in Catanduanes, with improved components on early intervention project, children's advocacy for rights and empowerment, mental health, eye and ear care, child protection, disability-inclusive disaster risk reduction and management and child protection in emergencies. Recognizing the rehabilitation needs of the Bicolanos, Simon established the Galilee Resource Center in 2004, in partnership with the Department of Health and Bicol Regional Training and Teaching Hospital and technical assistance from Handicap International, a tertiary facility of the CBR program, and the sole fabricator of assistive devices in the region. Galilee offers a wide array of rehabilitation services for children and adults with disabilities. Early intervention, Fonsetti clubfoot management, physical therapy, prosthesis, orthoses, developmental and mobility aids are available at socialized rates through the financial assistance of Lilian Pons, Norful Foundation, Miracle Feet, and Philippine Charity Sweepstakes. Programs and services at the Galilee Resource Center are being replicated in satellite rehabilitation centers in 13 CBID areas, owned and managed by our partner local government units, 8 in Albay, 4 in Camarines Sur, and 1 in Catanduanes. Similarly, Simon blazed a trail for its disaster management program. The devastating typhoon in 2006 spurred the birth of Sagit Kapamilya Simon of Cyrene Village in 2008, a one-of-a-kind permanent resettlement site for families of persons with disabilities, a joint project of Simon and ABS-CBN Foundation. The village is now home to 45 families. It has become a model community, where inclusive social development programs are being piloted for adoption in larger communities. The presence of a large group of persons with disability within the village, and the stark reality of a disaster striking the area at any given time gave impetus to the program development of Simon's Disability Inclusive Disaster Risk Reduction and Management or DIDRRM. The program aims to reduce the vulnerability of persons with disabilities in times of disasters and strengthen the response capacity of community at risk and emergency responders, particularly on the special needs of persons with disabilities. Major activities include trainings of stakeholders on DIDRRM, preparation of barangay hazard spot map, specifying the location of houses of persons with disabilities and other vulnerable groups, installation of disability-inclusive early warning system in barangays, provision of emergency kits and equipment, contingency planning and emergency drills, rapid assessment and relief operation in disaster-hit areas, prosthesis outreach clinic, and provision of assistive devices, and fabrication of wheelchair-ready, Freedom Vehicle as emergency vehicle. Cyrene's initiative to mainstream disability into the regular DRRM program of its partner local government units has won regional and national accolades for the organization and its program partners. For 3 consecutive years, 2013 to 2015, Cyrene was adjudged as the best civil society organization in humanitarian assistance on disability-inclusive disaster risk reduction and management by the Office of Civil Defense. In 2016, it was formally conferred with the Gawad Kalasag Hall of Fame Award. Pushing forward the disability agenda was by no means easy. The years were fraught with difficulties and resistance to change. Nonetheless, efforts to eliminate barriers, structural inequality and discrimination against persons with disabilities, and their families, through various lobbying and advocacy drives, have made inroads towards stirring social consciousness, creating opportunities for greater access, and building a culture of inclusion in the community. Alongside our current and past funding partners, partner local government units in Albay, Camarines Sur, Catanduanes, government agencies, international volunteer groups, non-government organizations, and our beneficiaries. We continue to embrace our role as an agent of social change in the Bicol region, and beyond.